Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of the Banter Bench podcast. My name is Bayo, and of course, it's a full house as usual. Chukwemeka and Jacob Sports, the Manchester United fan, is also part of this one. Why they look me? You know, Man U fan.
Man U fan now. Absolutely.
But Man U know they play Champions League. No vex, no vex.
No, I
All right, guys. This time around, of course, whenever we come forward, we bring to you tidbits from across the sporting world, particularly the top leagues in Europe, talking points. We look at what is trending. And let's get started with the incident we saw in that game between Benfica and Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. It has generated a whole lot of talking points. And one man is the center of attraction again, Vinícius Júnior. Scored a very, very beautiful goal in that game. In fact, it was a solitary effort that gave Real Madrid the 1-0 advantage as we head into the second leg. But he scored goal finish. He go corner flag. He do one celebration. Another player face him. He talks to that one, abuse him racially. Jose Mourinho will say, na coach of Benfica. Eventually said they send him off for that game. But me, I get one question. And I go ask Emeka and Jacob. Why be say na Vinícius this thing they happen to mostly in what football as we like this?
Basically, something like this not supposed to surface. In this 21st century, racial abuse shouldn't be coming up. I feel we know how Vinícius they perform. We know how they play. As in they play, they do the talking.
Yes.
In they like talk, and in they like mock in opponent. Yes. So I feel the way he celebrated, the fans wouldn't. They did not take it lightly with him. And the players as well. Vinícius get this kind mocking celebration.
Yeah.
So I feel that's where the whole thing started from. But withstanding the insult, the opponent, the Benfica player, the way out. So things like this not supposed to happen. We did 21st centuries. I believe say white and black, we don't merge, all of us on the stay together. Now back in the days where slave trade, at least white never see black, and we blacks we never see them. I'm talking about our forefather. But now we world don't develop.
Don't mix.
If you don't be calling a black man monkey, you need to talk to the guy they call him monkey. And if you even see what the guy do, the guy cover his mouth. Using clothes cover his mouth.
That's honestly. If anytime you see a white player
cover his mouth,
cover his mouth or his nose, it's trying to say that you smell like you the monkey. That's the height of abusing someone racially.
Exactly. But
exactly.
Vinícius was talking to the guy. They were both exchanging words. Maybe the guy obviously called him a monkey because in Mbappe fight with Vinícius at some point you saw he left the pitch. He said he wasn't going to play again. But beautiful game, brilliant performance from Madrid. That this same fixture, I think last month, Benfica devoured Madrid 4-2. So brilliant football, beautiful action. But that racial abuse and something we guys take away from football. We don't even take her. No, just leave them like that. Now something we go still they go on. So
Jacob, you don't get this discussion. If you had to assess or describe based on what we see on TV, Vini Junior, what kind of human being to say him be? And I understand the fact that people would say Vini himself is a stubborn person, a stubborn player. And for real, you need to be heady to succeed in some situations. But is that enough for him to be the target of racial abuse, month in, month out?
Absolutely not. You're not supposed to be target of racial abuse at all. Throwing religious slurs at your fellow player is quite uncalled for. It shouldn't be. As a maker then talk, this is 21st century here, and we can't continue to stress on on how FIFA and all the football governing body has been able to try to make sure the racial abuse here, understand, does not go on. In the game of football, so you understand, they've been trying to curb the situation, but how we humans can be. In Yoruba, there's a adage that said, that what is not good is not good. You understand? So no matter
no two ways to it.
So we are humans. No matter how we are very difficult to manage as humans. No matter how you're trying to manage the situation, you will see some scrupulous elements trying to bring things think this out of order. So you understand? And I think that's what played out in the game against them and Benfica. The other guy, how Vinícius can be He's quite a complicated person, very complicated.
He likes to talk.
He likes to talk. He likes to be very emotional. When I mean, I think the reason why he did that jubilation is because we have, now the same way Benfica, and them go to the call and make them play that playoff. You understand? You understand? So I think after getting that goal, in the field, say the body the pepper ram to get to just show them say, waiting you do what you understand. That'll be Madrid. We go do now, but you understand. So to me, relating in that manner, that Mourinho said something. He said, after scoring a very beautiful and a wonderful goal like that, you don't need to be what's it called. That is uncalled for. It's not necessary.
But the same Mourinho jubilates like that against the first time when Madrid defeated them, when Benfica defeated Madrid 4-2. You saw how Mourinho ran.
It was not a mocking this thing. I mean, the goalkeeper scoring at that right at the dead.
A very important goal.
A very important. He just ran to jubilate with his players. It's not as if
it's not like Vinícius mocked the Benfica.
That is the way. I mean, you said that is the way the fans.
The way they said that dance. He went to where the
flag was. I mean, you say they nagged the flag.
Exactly.
You don't know.
That's the interpretation.
And you know how fans can be.
Absolutely. Fans will always interpret in their own way. And I feel like what Vini could have easily done was not to even not to
like that.
Not, even after that jubilation, he would easily notice that the fans were not happy with it. Just continue to play your game, and at the end of the game, maybe just do a kind of explanation that I respect the fans of Benfica. I wouldn't do anything that's already good.
That's why I said he's a very complicated guy. So you understand, I mean, after this incident, you saw him and what was it called? The other guy, that Argentine defender. No, Otamendi. Say you understand? Yeah. Laughing and throwing gestures to each other. Say you understand? You were the same person that was, I mean, it's not necessary. So to me, Vinícius is kind of a very complicated guy. Say you understand? He tried to blow things out of proportion. He likes to do that a lot. Say you understand? Because it was not even necessary. Say you understand? You're going to even meet the other guy after getting the goal. I mean, focus on the result. So you get meeting the guy.
But we all know the Brazilians, the Samba boys, they like dancing. Yeah. So Vinícius dancing. Neymar does the same.
Yeah, we are not saying he should dances too. Check better dance. We are not saying he should not dance. I mean, you can. I mean, look at what I know. The Portuguese fans, they will be sanctioned by UEFA because they were throwing objects. At Vinícius at even hand. So they will be sanctioned. So that's crazy. So I mean, we move on. Anyway, what is not good is not good. So,
but that game still open 1-0. If Benfica enter the second leg, anything feels open because they would come with that determination that we don't beat on that before, we can do it again.
So but they no go there. What's the distance? No go there. And I mean, I thought they talk that. Both of them,
I wonder why Mourinho picked up that red card. Mourinho, this is one thing I don't like about Mourinho. Why not keep your cool? It's not like you are that young again.
It's just like
you're in your late 50s.
But that's Mourinho for you.
A leopard will never change its skin.
Absolutely.
That is who he is, and we just have to until he retires.
If you can talk about Vinícius like this, why you know if you just talk the same thing about Mourinho? Mourinho will know if he keep him cool. We know if he keep him.
Mourinho don't beat anybody now.
And now collecting 2 yellow cards.
We agree, but
we are now.
Mourinho, he has seen it all now. Mourinho don't see everything. Vinícius, he just starts in career now. What he don't really achieve. So Mourinho do anything goes. You understand me? It doesn't take anything away from him. I mean, it doesn't take anything away from Mourinho. You know, Chukwuemeka.
But it would have really helped his career if he had beaten Real Madrid. If he's able to beat Real Madrid, eliminate them from the Champions League, and go through to the next one.
Even if it will be a booster.
Absolutely.
Mourinho, yes, you think about.
Like he's saying if it would help him, like it will help the team.
Okay,
Mourinho present in Bernabeu.
That's what I'm saying.
Welcoming Mourinho back to Bernabeu.
Okay.
Maybe Mourinho don't come up for GSCs.
Maybe Mourinho said no one day stand for Bernabeu now.
Since Mourinho come up for Bernabeu,
okay, let me talk Galatasaray game yesterday. Then play Juventus and let's go fight. Osimhen will score one of those goals. What does this mean for the team?
Brilliant performance from Galatasaray. Osimhen not getting a goal in that game. I think it was it boils down to the Benfica midfielders, the wingers. I don't think they were feeding him, the ball he wanted. We both watched the game. He demanded the ball. At times whereby he would wave his hand like, Alpha, Una, give me ball. You know, even when the game ended, he wasn't happy. He was really complaining. You know, so but he contributed in the game.
He had a very good
making
game.
lots of tackles. You know, winning.
Had assists too. Yeah.
Yeah, sure he gets. Even the fifth goal, I think he's the one that won the goal. So but notwithstanding, Osimhen, you see, and the hunger where they always talk about, you know, the hunger. Baba, they always demand. But even okay, check out your team win 5-2. You see the verse say, you know,
yes,
the game
now.
no go at your own side. You know, you just want me, you just need that goal. You know, to still they. I feel like I be the third highest goal scorer for Champions League. Yeah, so brilliant one from Galatasaray. You know, I believe say they don't even qualify like this.
But that's a huge one. That's a huge match.
5-2, it go really hard for Juventus to come
But
back.
football is unpredictable.
Of course.
But that Galatasaray was it front line. I mean, they are good to go. Like Osimhen as well there. I mean, you don't expect them not to score.
We were complaining yesterday. I know they will score, but Juventus could also dismantle them. We were complaining yesterday. The game was average. It was boring.
From both sides now. From both sides now, it was average. Of course, we know.
It took them a while before they even got the first goal.
Yeah.
After the goal, you know,
it took Juventus 3 seconds. It was in the 30 seconds.
3 seconds. Just 3
it was
seconds.
immediately
they passed the ball.
Just went back and that was it. All right, guys, you're still watching the BANTER podcast. After this time out, we'll go straight to talk about games in the Premier League because we are getting closer to where it gets interesting. Is it going to be Arsenal? Will it be Manchester City at the end of the day? We'll be right back and we'll take a look at these games. All right, guys. Premier League returns this weekend, and we'll be taking a look at the biggest of those games. Well, I think it's pertinent for us to take a look at what Tottenham can do to dent Arsenal's title charge. Can they actually cause an upset? Will North London rivals be the reason why Arsenal will not win the league this season? Or we're going to see the same Tottenham? Because Tottenham, for me, this season, are flattered to deceive, neither here nor there. They've had more terrible moments than the good, times. And Arsenal's form at this point in time favors them to get one over their North London rivals. I would be surprised, Reka, if Tottenham see anything for the game. That's why if I say that they play for house.
It go dey surprising as well. You know, but I feel say Arsenal will go out there. You know, they know wetin dey at stake. They guys win that particular game to keep their title hope. You know, so I want to believe, and I feel say Arsenal guys come out on top. You know, I just want them. I don't talk this thing. You know, from when we start this program, say I feel say now Arsenal even be the now them supposed win the Premier League. Where the form and wetin they don't put into place, you know, the caliber of players where they get, where they don't bring to the team. They supposed to win this Premier League. It would be a big shame and a big slap to Arteta if they don't come out victorious winning this Premier League. So I just want Arsenal all the way. Arsenal, maybe they just they win, they go. You know. Yeah, so
okay, maybe we leave Arsenal for now. Man City where they also push for the title. They are playing at home against Newcastle United. Newcastle, when season starts, they look like say they still get out last season form, but along the line, I think they lost it all and they started struggling at some point. Do they stand a chance against Manchester City?
Well, football is not free.
And we have to consider the fact that City themselves are not entirely convincing.
Convincing this season as well. Of course, I know as we always say that football is not predictable, you understand. So on that, we expect Newcastle to give the Manchester City a run for their money, you understand. But Manchester City is still, giving us now, what was it called? The heat, top there on top of the league there. So I expect Manchester City to carry the day, you understand. But we know how Newcastle can be when it comes to, playing things like this. It's not as if Newcastle has been convincing this season as well. So you understand. They've been inconsistent, with their performance this season. So, and it's Etihad, right?
Yeah.
It's Etihad. So I expect Man City, to continue giving Arsenal, that heat on top of the TV there. So Manchester City all the way.
Who will win the league? Arsenal City.
Well, Arsenal they play Tottenham. You understand? So me, I know they always they give Arsenal. As much as they wind them on top of this show. Say which they call them. They don't really they give me the vibes where I want to win the league. So you get even though say that they do well. But playing Tottenham, you understand me? I know say they don't see Tottenham like this. They like to they handle Tottenham well. They give them better service. So you get. But I expect say Tottenham. They be like, they call them, still they could say, this thing they get last like say one last this thing they no venom dey their body because of say they no wan relegate.
Like when Samson called God to make him give him last
The last power.
So
I dey tell you now, so in their matter dey like this now because they did 17, I think 16 or 17 on the log. I mean that's very very terrible as sports on the log there in the league. You understand? So because of that, so I dey expect them say they go throw in everything where they get against Arsenal. You understand? Make Arsenal no go feel say now it go be working the park for them for that kind of game because Tottenham wey they do well this season because for considering where Tottenham dey for the log, it no go dey easy for them. So I expect Tottenham to give them what's called body hit. You understand? So to me, well, it's still an open race, and so I still expect Man City to understand to to do the unthinkable.
okay, fourth place Manchester United travel to Everton at the Goodison Park. 4 wins on the bounce, a draw against West Ham United. Chukwemeka, you feel say Man players don't tire?
I know if you say they don't tire. I feel say the hunger still dey there. They know wetin dey at stake. The guys qualify for Champions League this season. They no play any competitive game.
Yeah.
But now they don't even get any hope of lifting any title this
You
season.
don't hear now. You don't need to stress and say we don't get hope of lifting anything. You say don't lift anything. And then that don't come out for carry.
we know
I don't get less see whether they give them for
before season start. Before season, we dey lucky. They no give una prize.
Never win
They give una prize.
Now you are comparing exam and prize. You want to start.
You guys play them. This be this thing we knock una from Cali Cup.
No be
Grisby.
This isn't just at that time.
Okay,
You don't hear me. You
season just start. No be to play football.
Them say never win anything. No making no dey stress. Say they don't have any hope. You know say
we don't win now. We win FIFA World Cup.
What thing you win?
We win
this year you win now.
Maybe this year we win now. This season we win now.
Now the start of the
season.
You never win trophy.
We don't win trophy.
You have not won any
we
trophy.
won Club World Cup.
Yeah, man. So don't forget
that makes us special.
What makes you special?
We are the champions of the world now. We don't go play this season again. We don't win now.
You be FIFA. We don't confirm
for 4 years now. What do you talk?
You are not the one making decisions.
Talking about the game between Everton and Man U. Now tough one. We know say more yourself get Man U experience and him get Premier League experience. He know wetin to put into place. So that particular game, now early kickoff, I mean late kickoff.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. I've read na brilliant, na tough fixture. I'll just stick with a draw. For me, it can't be like say I want me Man U they go forward. I just like the way carry on revive the team.
They play draw now because of say
I'm trying to play draw.
There is nothing for you to
just bringing objectivity into it.
Apart from that draw now because of say Chelsea, say Chelsea dey far to Man U too much.
Now why no be 1 point
now why na you make we play draw? Say we win now. Say your team self no dey consistent. Say if na go lose, say we win.
Yeah, guys, maybe we just leave Man U.
Why?
Because Sunderland self go face Fulham. Crystal Palace get match with Wolves. Liverpool against Nottingham Forest, and then West Ham United against Bournemouth. There is Brentford hosting Brighton. Aston Villa felt like a pack of cards at some point that it was looking like they were also going to be fighting for the title. Okay, there is Chelsea versus Burnley at Stamford Bridge. I don't even know what to talk about Burnley. At times you go feel like say, okay, this team, you go walk past them. That's exactly when you begin to see Burnley showing. But of course, Chelsea know what is at stake, and considering how they played in their last game, me personally, the few say, win.
The Burnley game now for Stamford Bridge.
Stamford Bridge, yeah.
We go win that one now. We go win that one.
Chelsea go beat Burnley.
I know say Burnley.
As you don't talk now, say Burnley now can't be say that they go back for it. No, say now so they worry Liverpool for wetin they call am.
We defeated them in their field now. We defeated Burnley, a comfortable result.
Now so they worry Liverpool for Anfield now. As you don't talk, say they go back for it, say they go just switch on and off anyhow. See the game against them at Crystal Palace from 2 goals down. I mean, we know Crystal Palace. Have you been brilliant this season? Have you been consistent? Has Chelsea been consistent?
We are talking about Crystal Palace.
I mean, you were winning 2-0 against Leeds United as well, and they came back and drew 2-2.
What are you saying? Crystal Palace has been so poor this season. We defeated Crystal Palace as well.
I'm not saying you did not.
Want them comfortable result.
I'm not saying you did not defeat.
Burnley winning Crystal Palace was a shocker.
We know.
Everybody knows.
The last game we played there. The last game we played there. I mean, you were so disappointed as well.
Where is Crystal Palace on the table?
I'm not talking about Crystal Palace anymore. I'm talking about you guys now. Okay,
maybe we just leave that end, we don't talk Premier League. Let's wrap things up on this note because as we speak, Real Madrid have overtaken Barcelona at the top of La Liga. Now Girona beats Barcelona 2-1. Madrid don't go top on 60 points, 2 ahead of Barca with a 58. 24 games played already with a goal 38. So meaning we have 14 more games left to play. Chukwemeka, I know you have soft spot for Real Madrid, but then can Madrid let this slip again? Because there was a time it was Madrid on top. During Xabi Alonso, one way or the other, Barca crept back to the top, and now the table has turned, and it is Madrid ahead of Barcelona.
And then obviously I want Madrid, to come out victorious. I want them to lift the La Liga trophy. When the program started, we talked about Barcelona, winning the La Liga trophy again. But if we're going to check how Barcelona have been playing lately, their defense hasn't been promising. Yamal has been messing up. Even like I said, their form don't drop. Kudos to Abelua. But obviously, I feel say Madrid will continue their winning streak. You've
given the La Liga to Madrid too?
Absolutely, of course.
We all love Madrid.
Madrid all the way. Madrid all the way.
That hates Barca.
Madrid all the way. I mean, I did it when I did watch Barca together. I mean, they give it.
See, this is where you talk. We go wrap up the show now. I've been seeing one video for internet. Then tell the guy say support Barca or worship Satan. Jacob will understand very very well. This thing I want to talk. Now the guy just carry calabash. You
guys they worship Satan.
Support Barca. No Satan. They
run their mouth.
I did tell you. Madrid all the way. I mean,
okay. So we'll be looking forward to that as well. A lot is happening in the Nigerian front too. The MPFL champions last season, Remo Stars about to relegate this season. They've got to play very very well, win a lot of games for them to escape relegation. We want to see how that pans out at the end of the day.
Who are they playing?
They played their last game. It was against them. I think Warri Wolves. It was against Warri Wolves. They had a 1-0 draw. 1-0 draw. Came back into the game. They conceded first. Came back into the game. But if you look at their last 4 games, it's been terrible. Not like they are playing terrible football. They are playing, creating chances, but a lot of factors are affecting the monsters, and a lot of things need to happen.
Well, hopefully they can get out of the situation they are in.
What did they even pay me to say now? Them be the only Premier League team we get for this.
Exactly.
But has it ever happened?
And the best private team, what was it called? Own team, and are doing well.
But has it ever happened? A team winning the league, then the next season, they get relegated.
Yes, it's happened in 2011. Bayelsa United.
Only in Nigeria, now it could happen. Only in Nigeria.
Bayelsa United, they win league finish, go relegation following season.
I beg, I know make them work my demo. I beg, hopefully they can bounce back.
I'm also sincerely hoping, and of course, support all our former Stars Football Club. Hopefully they win games and they escape relegation. So next season, imagine playing in the CAF Champions League and playing in the second division for this season.
Now why make her they laugh?
It's actually very crazy.
You cannot imagine it.
Okay, the last day was against Abia Warriors.
Abia Warriors, yes.
Abia Warriors. And it was 1-1. If you take a look at their last 4 or 5 games, it's not really been good. Well, that's the size of the show, and next time we come here, hopefully we'll have a lot to also discuss on Banter Band Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. We are on YouTube. Subscribe, Banter Band Podcast, and on TikTok, follow us, Banter Band Podcast. Same on Facebook, X, Instagram. That's exactly what our handle is. I will promise you we'll supply more quality content as far as the sporting world is concerned. My name is Bayo. I've done this alongside Jacob Sport and Chukwemeka. Next time we'll be here to see you guys again. Goodbye.
Bye.